Hey, fourth time's the charm. So I have recorded this voiceover 3 times before this. The first time I was using a different editing software, and then my boyfriend told me that I should do another one, and I lost that recording completely. And then I did it again, and I didn't like how my voice sounded. So I did it again, and I also didn't like how my voice sounded. And now I'm doing it for a fourth time because I forgot to save and it crashed as I was downloading it. So now I know to save, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. So, sorry, I just hiccuped. So let me talk about the build. Right now I'm making a custom counter, but this counter does not end up getting used in the end. I end up just using a regular one and then adding on structurals, and I think that I use one of the cheapest ones, the cheapest one that actually looks good, because there's the really cheap one that has nothing on the front, no cabinets, nothing, and then there's the other cheap one that has it's basically the same thing but with one handle, but I use the cheapest one after those two. You'll end up seeing it in the end. Also, for this kitchen and butler's pantry, I try to make it look very... Let me just preface this. At some point, I wanted to call the house the Coastal Eclectic House, right? Because I really wanted to use a lot of color and I wanted to do a lot of stuff, but I just didn't think that it worked out at all. So most of what I do that kind of looks wacky does not end up staying. So at some point I have green counters, a really weird backsplash, and then also red appliances. And it looks so bad. Well, I don't think that it looks bad. I just don't think that it makes sense in the context of what kind of build this is. And I'm building another house as I'm recording the voiceovers and editing this one. And I think that house technically allows for more of an opportunity for me to go out of my comfort zone and mess with colors and materials. But right now I have a lot of video ideas planned. I'm gonna finish the next house that I have, because this house that I'm recording right now is already finished, and now I'm recording another one, and that is the outside is finished. I spent a couple hours the other day just recording the outside, and I think that it's really turning out I think it's turning out different from what I've done before, which is fun for me. I also think I'm gonna do small videos where I maybe rebuild my room in real life, because I think that I've tried it before, a long time ago, whenever I had just started playing Bloxburg when I was younger, and it just, because there were no structurals at the time or anything, it just did not look good. But I think now that there's structurals and I can technically make rooms on a half tile with basic shapes, I am definitely very excited to film a video like that. And I think that videos like that can allow me to record my voice at the same time without having to do a voiceover. I can record and edit as I speak and not have to speak into the video. I just have to make sure that I record it properly, because I will be heated if I end up recording it the wrong way and not actually recording my voice because I've only made 2 videos and I'm making the second video right now, and I have already hit so many roadblocks, it's not even funny. But a lot of them are kind of my fault, so I'll take responsibility for that. I don't know how much I'm going to speak for this one, because I think I'm kind of irritated with myself and with this program for accidentally deleting things so much. I just don't know. I cannot believe that I just filmed the other recording and I finished the video and I edited everything and then I lost it all. So now I know to save all the time, like right after I finish, I'll definitely save. I don't know if there's an auto save feature, but I will probably look into that on the software that I'm using. Yeah. So before this, I was working on a room that's upstairs that's by the stairs, and I try to use a lot of different textures and colors, and I just think that it does not end up looking like that at the end, because that room was kind of geared more towards like a girl, just like one girl in the room, but then I end up changing it completely because I found a inspiration picture of like a kid's bed on Pinterest and I really wanted to make it, and I ended up making it kind of like a sorry, I got hiccups again. I kind of ended up making it a boys room for 2, and I really like how it turned out. And then also the other like kids room / teens room ends up becoming, I like color trench it in a really bright yellow, and I just don't think that looked that great. So anything that's kind of out there that you're like, that kind of doesn't look good, I probably do not end up keeping it. If you watched my other video, you probably have an idea of what the end result of this house looks like. So yeah, just take everything with a grain of salt. That's all I can say. I really like the door that I'm using for the front door because you can make it have different colors on both sides, and I think that that's really realistic, because my house in real life has it's black and white on different sides, so it's black on the outside, white on the inside, and I just think that it's really realistic this way. Also, I'm using a hack where I put a soap dispenser onto a basic shape, and then I transform it to make it look like a handle. You could probably also add something to where it looks like a lock, or there's like a lock above it, and that'll probably make it look more realistic, but I didn't think about that at the time. Also, what you just saw is I did layer a bunch of stairs because I wanted them to look exactly like the floor. And it kind of bothers me, like one of my pet peeves is whenever the floor does not match the stairs. So although it is a lot of money, I do just end up spending it because I think that it makes more sense. Also, these doors in the back do not end up being these doors. It ends up being the pivoting doors that I was just using prior to this. Yeah, I also do not end up keeping those doors, those bifold doors. Yeah. Ooh, also the tiles that I just had before these ones are the ending tiles. Like, those are the tiles that I end up using in the end. And I think that I just had a lot of trial and error. Like, a lot of the things that I end up using in the end, or a lot of the ideas that I end up using in the end, were just the same things that I had already done before. And I wanted to be different and try something new, but I think that I'm just comfortable with what I did before. And I really wish I would have just stuck with my gut, because I think that it would have made the recording so much more like cohesive and make more sense. Also, yeah, this kitchen ends up becoming green at some point, but it stays, it goes back to being this color. So just keep it this color, or a color similar to this, because that'll save you a bunch of time. And my last video, I think that I got like 17 views. Honestly, that's more than I was expecting. I was expecting like 4. So I'm honestly already grateful for that. I just haven't gotten any feedback yet on how people would like me to edit these videos. I really don't know how or what way is best. I don't know if people would rather see my thought process and like just my overall process on how I build in Bloxburg, or if they would like me to cut out the certain aspects of me building where I like just cut out the things that do not end up being used. I don't know which people would rather me do, but I guess I'll see once I get more traction on my videos, which is not a guarantee. I'm kind of just excited to just post, to be honest, and to share my builds. Especially, I need to get these recordings off of my computer. They're taking up so much space, and it's kind of bad. But anyways, now we're working on the butler's pantry, and I guess I'm not working on it that much. So now I think I'm about to work on the island. I love using this sink. It's like the perfect farmhouse sink. I love it so much. Also, if you can hear a bit of thunder in the background, sorry about that. That's all I can really say, because this is the last time I'm recording this voiceover. I'm so sick of this. I love recording voiceovers, and I already love like doing things like this for YouTube, but the sheer amount of times that I've done this is kind of like eating away at my soul. It really bothered me that I lost the footage just now. But yeah, so now we're working on the island again, and I think I end up making this white for a little while, but it actually becomes wood, or mostly wood. Yeah, and now I'm making these little, what's it called? I'm making these little shelves on the sides because I think it adds interest to the island. And now it's full on raining outside. I really hope you can't hear this. If you can hear this, I might crash out. Like, I might crash. I can't do this. I'm so irritated right now. But I'm like, if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it later. And I'm going to be more irritated. And I'm not going to want to do this video. Even though this is like the easiest concept, because I have a lot of footage, and all I have to do is just speed it up and talk over it and edit my my intro and outro. That's really all I have to do. But it's just the amount of times that I did this. I could have recorded 4 videos worth of voiceovers. That's the part that really gets me. I could have been 4 videos in, and I think for the next couple days I'm just gonna like grind out these videos, grind out these voice recordings, so this speed build is out there, because I don't want to just hold on to this footage. And it's already been 5 days since I've uploaded the first video, and I know nobody's technically watching it, but I just want to put this out there and have it out there so I don't have to worry about it. Anyways, in my personal life, well, okay, it's currently 7:10, so it's July 10th, and 3 days ago I got my AP scores. I'm happy about them, but I wish I would have gotten better on like 1 or 2 things that I took. I took 4 AP classes this year. And if you don't know what AP classes are, in a nutshell, they're just college level classes, and they help you get college credit at certain schools. It depends on what school you go to, and it also depends on what state you're in. I don't know if, I feel like there are probably states that have less of an opportunity to take AP classes, but I'm not sure. I could lie. I could be lying right now. Anyways, also I'm making this custom range hood, and I think that there's something in the game that's kind of similar to this. So you really don't have to do some of the things that I do custom. I think that I just like a different look from what's in the game. Side tangent, I really like the appliances that they added, like the most recent ones, like the Ueon. I don't think that's how you say it, but they're the more retro appliances, and I think that they're so cute and so just great. I've been using them in every build because they're really versatile. And every time I go to like Target or something, I see those really cute appliances, and I just cannot wait to have my own house at some point in my life and buy cute appliances because they come in really cute colors. I am torn between like this mint green one and this purple one, and I don't know why I'm even torn because I'm not gonna buy them. I don't have my own house, so it's kind of a waste of time, but I like thinking about things like that. I think that a lot of people can relate in the fact that that one of the most exciting prospects of adulthood is being able to decorate your house, especially if you're playing Bloxburg and you're watching videos like this. I think that most people that are interested in building on Bloxburg in a semi-realistic style or just realistic style really enjoy architecture and interior design like me. And yeah, and just think about things like that all the time. I really don't know why I think about this all the time. I really don't, but anyways. Also, there are a few jumps in this video, and I'm so sorry for that. Sorry, I keep on getting hiccups. But it's because of the fact that I keep on disconnecting. I have a really bad disconnecting problem, and I don't know how to fix that. So if anybody can help me with that, that will be greatly appreciated. Also, this brick in the back of the fireplace does not end up staying. It ends up becoming painted brick near the middle/end of this series. So just a heads up, I think I make it white. Ooh, also, I have kind of a tangent about the lighting and grass in the new Bloxburg map. See, I'm not a Bloxburg hater, but like, I love Bloxburg so much, and I think that a lot of people are complaining for no reason. just let that sink in. I think a lot of people are complaining for absolutely no reason. But I am a little thrown off by the grass for some reason. I think that they fixed the lighting problem, so I'm not going to complain about that. But the grass is odd. It almost looks like it's not loaded in. But I haven't been on in a couple days, and I know that they've updated a little bit because people are telling them like the problems that it has and the bugs. And so there's a possibility that it might even be updated right now. Like the grass might be better, but I don't know for sure. I don't really have that much else to talk about in this video, I don't think. I'm tempted to just end earlier because it is raining outside, and I think that you can hear the thunder, which is kind of sad. But oh well, I don't think that I'm going to record it a 5th time. I really don't think that I can. I just cannot believe that I didn't save it and it crashed. Things like this always happen to me. Anyways, this couch is, this couch, I think I ended up using a video on this from TikTok. Also, I try to make it green. See, like, I just try to go out of my comfort zone with these colors, but I know what I'm comfortable with. And I think that a lot of the styles that I'm comfortable with really go well in this house. And I feel like I didn't have to second guess my style for this. Also, that white for the sofa, I think I end up changing it to light stone gray, because light stone gray in the game is very warm, and this was a little too cold for me. I think I end up changing it to light stone gray, so that's just something to keep in mind. So as you can see, the main living area is kind of taking shape. Yeah, I don't really have much to say right now. I don't think this area that I'm working on right now ends up becoming that nook that I really like. I think that it's really cute, and I think that it works in a house like this. And then of course I'm doing the floor hack that I do, which is, if you don't remember, it's all linen, and then it's 3 long planks, 1 log texture, and then also 1 plywood texture. Now the plywood texture is optional because the plywood really doesn't add that much. It just adds like little dots that kind of add towards the realism, but you don't have to do that at all. Now I'm working on the area that's right off of the stairs. It's kind of the landing of the stairs, and I kind of struggle with long hallways. And I know you can add a console table, but as I'm doing now, but sometimes I just want to do something different, but I just never know what to do. I think a good help for me would just be looking more at other people's builds and not TikTok and Pinterest, which is what I do already, but I think that I can still learn more by doing that. Also, quick little note or quick little tip: if you're working on an angle, like I just angled that painting, and you want to just move it up and down with no, how do I explain this? I explained this well in the last voiceover, but now I'm stuttering over every word for some reason. But anyways, I think you can press R and it'll change the axis back to just a regular X and Y axis, and that's really helpful. Also, for these little storage cubes, I realized that I didn't have to put them on cubes and then on basic shapes and then transform them. You can also just like put things down there. I didn't realize that until I was already doing it. But yeah, I really like how this area turns out. That painting that I'm working on right there ends up getting changed to a blue one, and I think that it really helps add to the coastal vibes of this house for sure. Also, I do have a lot of decals around the plot, and that's something that I looked for on my own time. I don't know if I will add all of the decal codes necessarily, because there's a lot of them, and I just found them all on Pinterest. All of them were found on Pinterest, and I really want to link my board that I have saved, but the thing is, I've saved them all to my personal account since I just made this account, since I made another account for my YouTube channel on Pinterest. I wish I would have saved them to there, but because this is so new, I don't really have anything saved. Literally the only things I have saved on my YouTube Pinterest account is my own builds that I've uploaded, which is kind of funny. Also, this bed does not end up getting used at all. I end up making my own custom bed, and also I don't even end up using that couch at the end. I end up making like a love seat out of only 2 of the pieces. Also, here I think I'm about to really experiment with colors again, and it just doesn't look right for this type of house in my opinion. I think I try to use like a bright yellow, and I was just trying to go out of my comfort zone, but I don't think that this is the house to do it. But if you like it, of course you can keep it if you want, but it's just not for me. Yeah, this color scheme just really wasn't working until I kind of got my groove. And I think that I filmed most all of this in one day. I think I did all of this in one day because I was really on, like I was grinding, like I was on a grind in this game. I think I filmed all of this in one day, so I was kind of getting mental fatigue and just like trying things out, but I definitely didn't like it that much. Ooh, also this texture, this is like a roof tile texture, and I use it a lot through the house. I just think that it adds texture, and I know that it might necessarily look weird to some people. I just really like it, and I think that it makes sense in a lot of areas that I use it. I think that might be my favorite texture right now, actually, to be honest. So I'm kind of winding down. I've been talking for about 25 minutes now. And I don't think that I really have that much to say more about this build. The only thing that I really want viewers to take account of is that a lot of things in this build change. Like a lot. And I really want you to take everything with a grain of salt and maybe pull up screenshots of what the finished build looks like, because then you can kind of get an idea of what I end up keeping and what I don't. Like this kitchen right now is kind of similar to what the end kitchen ends up looking like, but I change it so many times between then and the end. So if you really don't want to go through that, I'd kind of just take mental notes of what things actually look like in the end, and what that's really all I can say. Or if my 17 viewers would like me to delete all the footage that doesn't end up getting used in the end, I will be more than happy to do that. I just don't know if people want to see my thought process or not. Anyways, I have been talking for, I think, about 27 minutes now. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope that this build is worth watching. I'm really proud of it. I've said this so many times already, but I really am proud of this build. And I really hope that people like it. And I hope that it can at least inspire somebody. And one of the reasons that I literally started filming these videos was because somebody told me that I build really good and that I should like share it with people. I was like, you know what, you're right, I think I want to. So I think I'm gonna end up doing that. Yeah, have a good rest of my build.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing? What the dog doing?